Hey guys and girls. So this is a message to whoever it resonates with, really. Yes, it's a bit crazy right now. Any noise and anything you hear, by the way, is my little toddler running around, breaking things. It's good, it's a test of resilience, and I really feel like I'm going to that next level. So I just wanted to say, yes, darling, that everything that's happening, there's obviously a lot of stuff going down, and a lot of it is obviously not great that people are suffering. But what we need to do is it's almost kind of like making the people that have suffered, making that have been for something. Does that make sense? So it's not negating all of that of what's going on, because obviously that's not nice, but it's real and it's happening. And it's almost like, well, by me or you staying at home feeling sorry for ourselves, how is that helping them? Right, unless, we're one of the doctors who are risking their lives out there on the front line, giving it their all, or the delivery men and women, who postal workers, people working the shops, teachers. There's like so many other people as well. But unless you're one of those who are having to be out there or volunteering or doing that amazing stuff for us so that we can be safe at home, there's no point sort of feeling sorry for yourself, basically. And that might sound really harsh, but I think it's actually a bit, it's almost like, like we need to look after ourselves right now. It's really important. And actually we need to take the focus off yourself. Okay, and it's not about not having self-love or having self-compassion or any of those things. Please, I'm not saying that, but I think we need to. There's so much good that we can do, right? And we're so lucky that we live in an age where we can do this. We can do this virtually. We can send videos. We can talk to our loved ones face to face on FaceTime and YouTube videos and all these different platforms, and we've got so many resources. It's amazing. We can do self-development at home. We can do YouTube exercise videos at home. Like, basically, it's almost like life is just different, but kind of hasn't stopped in some ways. We can even get delivery sent home. Like, there's a lot that we can do, okay? We're incredibly blessed. Oh my gosh, we are incredibly blessed. There are many people who do not have a home during this. There are many people who are suffering inside their home because they have to stay at home in an unsafe environment, whether that be physically or emotionally or whatever's going on. There's a lot of things that maybe we haven't thought of, and that's not to make you and I feel bad, but it's also to really appreciate and have gratitude. Like, wow, like, okay, there's all this going down, but inside these four walls, we're so blessed. See, there's so much that we can do. So we need to harness our inner power, okay? And yes, it's a bit, got my little ones here, and you can't call people in that you normally would to help you, keep things, under control and managed and all the rest of it. But we're so lucky, and this is happening for a reason, not to harm those people. I don't mean in that way, but I mean, we need to give this some meaning. We need to give this some purpose. And I would say that this is an opportunity for the global society to have the spiritual awakening, the life transformation, whatever you want to call it, but to have that awakening that we so desperately needed, okay? We so desperately needed this. And I think that Mother Earth, the fact, like, she was crying out for this, not to harm humans, and it's not a personal thing against those specific people who are suffering right now. with all of that. But it's, as a global society, as human beings, we are one. And I think that maybe that was some message of kind of like, look, like, you guys are harming me, and you guys need to appreciate the environment that you have and all the resources you have, and, you know, the amazing family that you have and everything that you have, and appreciate and be mindful and harness your inner power and go for it, and also stop letting things hold you back, you know. So I really think that this is really important about finding meaning, finding your life purpose. Use this time to really reflect on, what do you want in life? What do you want? You know, use this time. What is it that you want? What do you really want? Is what you were doing before, is that what you really wanted? Or was that what that old society wanted of you? Or someone else wanted of you? And it's no one else's fault, okay? It's, you know, I'm not trying to be, you know, I'm not trying to be ugly or trying to be harsh here, but it's no one else's fault. This, you know, we need to take responsibility for our own life. We need to take responsibility for our own feelings. And yes, sometimes there can be unkind and inexcusable and wrong actions by other people, and they are on their own journey and they are on their own spiritual path, and we need to help them as much as we can by leading by example, and also asserting our boundaries, right, of like what is right and what is wrong, because sometimes people, I don't know, they just don't know that, and we need to show that. So sometimes, yes, we need to lead by example in that way, but ultimately everyone is on their own path, and you have a choice, okay? You have a choice to either be a victim in something, you have a choice to either be a victim in something, or to actually feel empowered and to actually make this into an amazing lesson, to learn something, okay? And make it work, you know, like, that's really important. Make it work, because we're so blessed. We are going to use this time for a spiritual awakening or life transformation, whatever that looks to you, okay? But use this time. And there's so many resources out there. I've got so many resources, phenomenal material for you to help you, and you know, to make it bespoke to you. But there's loads of other stuff available too. There's whatever, however you want it to be, but do it, basically, is my message. Do it. Have self-love, have self-compassion. Yes, it's a crazy time, you know, be safe, but don't let fear take over. I mean, otherwise, I really don't think that is what the point of all of this is. I don't think it's about being scared and being anxious and all of those things. I think it's there's just something, as human beings, we are meant to learn. And yes, people are really, really suffering, and we must help them in any way that we can, whilst being safe and following the guidelines, which are constantly being updated, so check them. But make this time useful. I mean, make it worth it. Make it worth whatever they're going through. It's almost like they're doing that on our behalf in some way, you know, for us as a human collective, and that we're really lucky that we can be at home and not have as much exposure and have these amazing resources. And so we're really lucky to have that. So those of us that have those blessings to do those things, please do stuff. Please work on yourself. Please do everything that it is that you want to do. And I mean, that is for the highest version of yourself, you know. I'm not saying just like, you know, do stuff that is not good for you just because you want to do that. I mean, do stuff that is good for you, that you want to do, that is making you into the best person that you can possibly be. Okay, the best person you can possibly be, because there are loads of people right now who are unable to do that for whatever reason, because they're unwell physically, because they're unwell mentally, because they had no idea about spirituality maybe before this, and this was some kind of wake-up call, maybe because they're in an unsafe environment outside, and they're homeless, and they can't find a physical environment to be safe in. Like, what a luxury. Or they are staying at home, they are doing that, as in, following the guidance, they are doing that, but the environment they're in is extremely unhealthy. It's extremely unhealthy, it's toxic, and it's almost like, do I stay in or do I go out? Because they're both harming me. So we need to help those people, and also one of the ways is actually being grateful for what you have. Harness that power, stop feeling scared, feel empowered, focus, and then use that to do amazing things, including helping those people, spreading love, spreading positive energy, helping those people, help people that are not where you are at, help them to get there, with whatever opportunities you have for them. Help them. They don't know about it. So help them. And actually it's kind of selfish if we've got amazing resources or amazing opportunities or things, and we're not telling people about it, we're not sharing with it, we're not helping them in any way possible. That's actually, I'm sorry to say this, but that's actually really selfish, okay? And actually, yes, of course, I'm not saying you can't feel bad or feel down. I'm not saying that, and I certainly do feel like that sometimes. But I kind of think well, is this actually helping anyone? Me feeling bad? Is this actually, what is this doing? This is not doing anything. So actually, I can use this time instead to actually do something good. I can do some really, really good work here and help people. There are so many opportunities in which I can help you, and if you want help, then PM me or send me a message, or send me a message or follow the links that I have in my bio. But or some other resources. There are great resources out there, so use them all, and let's make this time worth it, and let's really embrace all of these challenges, because it is happening for some sort of reason on a spiritual level, and we need to listen and follow our intuition. We should listen. What is this lesson I'm supposed to be learning right now? And let me learn it quickly. What is the lesson? And let me learn it quickly. So that's it, guys. I'm back to doing my videos. I know I had a lot of people, loads of support for my last videos, which I did a few months ago. So thank you for that. I have a little baby, so that's why sometimes it's a bit hectic. Before all of this was happening, but I'm back to doing it now, because I've had a lot of people asking me where are the videos, and it was really helping me and all of that stuff. So I know it's a bit doors opening and toddlers and babies and but this is how it is. This is me, the raw me. Being my authentic self, doing what I love, feeling awesome and great to be able to give this energy to you. And whoever that resonates with, you're my tribe, you're my soul tribe, whoever this resonates with. If it doesn't resonate with you, that is totally cool. You can unfollow me, you can, so that, my face doesn't come up. And there are plenty of other people out there who can still help you in a way that does resonate with you, okay? There are amazing other coaches and other opportunities and other things to help you. But whatever it is, please do something, and do it for the highest good of yourself and others, and help others. And spread love and be kind. And the best way to be kind is to help with whatever opportunities you have, and spread loving, positive energy. Sending you love and light. Dr. V signing out to Life Mastery people. Whoop whoop.